Caregiver stress. It's okay not to be okay. A caregiver is someone who provides help and aid to another person, such as a partner with a chronic illness or disease, an ageing family member, or a child with a disability. Typically, caregivers support others in their time of need. A few examples of chronic diseases include cancer, the impact of a stroke, cardiovascular diseases, joint problems, diabetes, Alzheimer's, and various types of mental illnesses. Caregiving may be both gratifying and demanding. However, family members actively caring for their loved ones often do not self-identify as a caregiver, with many experiencing stress due to their role as a caregiver. According to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, 856,000 primary carers in Australia provide considerable informal care to individuals with disabilities in everyday tasks such as eating and washing. Nearly 27% of these carers are suffering from high to very high levels of psychological distress. Recognising their role as a caregiver can help caregivers receive the support they need. What is caregiver stress? There are several positives to being a caregiver. Being there for someone in their time of need is a fundamental value and one that most carers want to fulfil. However, a change in roles and feelings is virtually inevitable. You are not alone in your feelings of frustration and exhaustion, loneliness and sadness. The emotional, social, mental and physical burdens of caring for a sick or ageing loved one may be overwhelming for a carer. Caregiver stress can be characterised by tiredness on all fronts, including the physical, psychological and emotional. When a carer neglects their well-being, they're more likely to grapple with burnout and stress. Stressed out caregivers are more susceptible to health issues themselves. How can caregiver stress affect my health? Having some stress in your life can be beneficial since it helps us to adapt and adjust to a new situation. However, long-term stress of any sort, including caregiver or occupational stress, can cause significant health issues. Caregiver stress may manifest itself in a variety of ways, some of which are listed below. Anxiety and depressive disorders. More women than males suffer from anxiety and depression due to their roles as caretakers. Depression and anxiety can put you at a greater risk of cardiovascular diseases and stroke. Deficiency in the immunology system. A stress carer is likely to have a weakened immune system and spend more days unwell with the common cold than a non-caregiver. Flu injections, for example, may be less effective if you have a compromised immune system. In addition, it may lead to extended recovery time following surgery. Obesity. Women are more likely to gain weight due to stress than males, whilst obesity means they become vulnerable to changes in their health such as cardiovascular disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Higher chance of developing a chronic illness. When under stress, a person's chance of developing illnesses like heart diseases, cancers, arthritis, or diabetes increase, which compounds the often co-occurring problem of depression. Attention deficit disorder, or issues with short-term memory. Short-term memory loss and difficulty concentrating are more common in spouse caregivers than in non-caregivers. What can I do to prevent or relieve stress? Even the strongest people get exhausted and impacted by the mental and physical strains of caring for others. There are many options available to assist you in providing care for your loved one. You can't pour from an empty cup, so taking good care of yourself enables you to take good care of others. To alleviate the strain of caregiving, number 1, ask for assistance. If someone offers to assist you, have a list of possible tasks ready, which will give the helper a chance to choose an action or task that is a best fit for them. Perhaps a buddy might be willing to volunteer to walk your dog, maybe once or twice a week. You might also ask a family member or close friend to help you with errands, grocery shopping, or meal preparation. Number 2, focus on what you can provide rather than what you don't. You may feel badly occasionally, but try to keep in mind that no caretaker is flawless. Be sure that you choose the most suitable, possible, and realistic options. Number 3. Set attainable, but not unrealistic objectives for yourself. Consider breaking jobs down into manageable chunks. Make lists and priorities and stick to a daily schedule. Let go of tasks that sap your energy and focus on the tasks that give you an upward lift. Number 4. Establish a connection. Find out what local services are available to help with care. Many communities provide lessons on the management of an illness that may be impacting your loved one. Caregiving facilities such as transport, food delivery, or cleaning may be provided. Number 5. Be part of a support network. There are several benefits to joining a support group, including affirmation, motivation, and problem-solving skills for challenging circumstances. People in a support group can sympathise with you and what you're going through, since they've been there themselves. It is possible to form significant connections in a support network. Number 6. Seek out other people to lean on. Keep in touch with loved ones who can be a caring and non-judgmental source of support. Even if it's only a stroll with a buddy, set out some time at least once a week for socialising. Number 7. Set your health objectives. For example, try to get a good night's sleep, exercise regularly, eat healthily, and drink lots of water. Many carers have trouble getting a good night's rest. Over lengthy periods, sleep deprivation may lead to health problems. Consult with a doctor if you're having difficulties sleeping. Number 8. See your general practitioner. Get the necessary vaccines and medical checks. The doctor needs to know that you're taking care of someone else. Do not be afraid to express any worries or discomforts you may be experiencing in your caregiving duties. As a caregiver, I need a break. What do I do? It's essential to take frequent breaks, even if it doesn't seem like you may need to. It is one way to avoid caregiver stress. It is because in the long run, your ability to provide caregiving services may diminish as your commitment increases. It's really necessary to take the steps to care for your health too, by giving yourself a well-earned break, especially if you detect these symptoms of exhaustion. Ask your relatives for assistance. It would greatly help if you didn't have to bear the responsibilities of caring for a sick or elderly loved one alone. Ask relatives if they'd be willing to help you take care of your loved one. Perhaps they can offer a helping hand by assisting with an up-and-coming appointment. Not all care duties occur during the day. Ask a relative whether they can also provide assistance at night. Engage the services of in-home carers. Many healthcare organisations and hospice caregivers can provide visiting medics and nurses when you need support caring for a loved one. They will come to your home and can assist with dressing, eating, bathing, exercising, and other essential chores. Take them to adult daycare. While you're at work, you may drop off the person you're caring for at an adult daycare centre. They can provide timely assistance with feeding and medication administration. Daycare centres can also assist with social events and provide an opportunity for your loved one to get to know other people in their shoes. Get in touch with a reputable local assisted living or skilled care facility for more information. Many of these establishments provide families with respite care. You can request to take a tour of the facility and learn more about what they offer. Please remember though, that this kind of treatment may be pricey depending on the institution you choose.